What's up, people? Oh, snap. Um, it's been a while, so some of my accounts seem to be, I don't know, suspended. Can't really tell what's going on here, but let's see here. This says funded next server 1131866. That's the live account. This one is, let's log on to this one. Yes. So, um, so I'm just trying to figure that out. But let me share my screen. Share screen. I'm in fact waiting on a setup. So my trade windows are pretty small right now. Do that so you can see. Yeah. So all right, so this 15-minute candle is done. So let's switch to 5-minute now. And my trade process is very, very simple. And so if I don't get a trade by it's 9:45 a.m. now in the New York market. So if I don't get a trade by 10:15, then I'm out the market. And I don't really have to worry much about that. It's either I'm in or I'm out. But in the meantime, in between time, I need to very quickly reactivate a new FundedX account. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. Let's go with free trial right here. 25K account. Let's see if I can do a free trial on a 50K account. Cool. So I got the 50K account login information. Let's go ahead and get MT5 up and running. And yeah, it's a vibe. It is definitely a vibe. So let's hurry up and we're waiting on, by the way, we're waiting on the market to break and close these based on the what we're seeing here, it potentially could be going down. But overall, there's really nothing for me to go off of, really and truly. Let's see some here. I mean, this is a good area for it to be bouncing off, but if it breaks below this area, then it's likely that we could have a push all the way down here. But this is also a fair value gap that has been not really untapped, but largely untapped. It's a very strong fair value gap on the 4 hour. So the market could just be testing right here to make a pushback up. So, but the type of moves or trades that I'll be looking to make are very, very short term, so I can still do something with movement, any early money movement above or below this. So yeah, so we're on a 5-minute waking on a break or close above or below. I will take it from there. So let me just log in back on this thing over here. What's the server on this from the next 4? And the account information is 792. Password. Oh, sent to my email. Why couldn't they just show me right here? Red flex. Right. Copy. And then it should be where you paste this. So there we go. Paste. Perfect. All right, so we're in the account. So I'll just show you this real quick. Here's the account. We should be on the 5-minute waiting on some movement here, which we are. Yeah. So this is kind of what we're waiting on right here now before we look at doing a trade or whatever. So much things going on. This guy is still trading VIX markets. He made good money off of it still, but when I was following him up, it was too inconsistent for me. Yeah, I like consistency. It is. I'm just waiting, like I said, if we don't get something by 9:15 our time, then we're just out of the market, and it is what it is. So for this account, I think our max loss is 2,500 per day for the 50 grand account, and the total we can lose is 5,000. Profit target is 2,500. So I would want to be able to give us as many days as possible out of trading this. So I'll more than likely be risking about $500 per trade, whatever the trade is. And let me just try to remember something here. If we have, let's say we have this right here, stops above here for argument's sake. This is 36.2, so a little bit rusty, guys. I haven't really been trading, but 500 divided by 362.3 equals 1.38. Okay. Yeah, I think you just divide the amount that you want to risk by the number of pips right here on TradingView, and then that will tell you what lot size you're using. So, yeah, let's play in the waiting game right now. But yeah, the whole idea is to risk 500, go for a 2-to-1. We win. I don't even know what's the right combination of wins that we would need for this to make sense, but let's find out. Let's do it as a ChatGPT here. If I risk $500 every trade to win $1,000 at a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio. What percentage of trades do I need to win at minimum to remain profitable over, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20 trades. All right, so try to do some math. Let's say for me to break even, I need to win at least 33% of my trades to break even, which means that from 20 trades, I think 33% is 3 9 20, no, 20 trades, sorry. So 3 6 is 18, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so if I want 6 trades, that'd be $6,000. And that would leave 14 trades. 14 times 500 equals $7,000. It's actually pretty right. So if I get like 40% of my trades, then correct 8, I really and truly can't lose, because the remaining 12 times 500 will be 6,000, and I'll be up by 2,000. So 40% is the win rate we're aiming for. That would put us up by 2,000. Ooh, we have a break and close here, guys. Okay, nice. Well, this hasn't closed yet, but if it can close below the 5 minute, pretty strong right here, below this 50-minute line that we marked out, then we can switch to the 1 minute and look for an entry. So that's good news so far. Break and close complete. Perfect. Switch to the 1 minute. And what we're really looking for is some sort of retesting. And if we don't get the retest that we're looking for, it's going to be hard for me to take the trade, because I'm expecting some sort of pullback first before I get into the trade. So let's see. Whew. La da da dee da 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 da. Just waiting, just waiting. Just waiting, just waiting. Just waiting, just waiting. Did this come off the screen? And it's pulling back up here now. So let me see what kind of trade I want to look for. I'd probably look for if it breaks back the wicks here, stops above this candle here. My 2-for-1 would look like this. Alright, so that's the trade I want to work with. Where's my meta trader? I forgot to come over the screen here for half a second. The folks, do this fast. New order 33. Shoot. I forgot to do the calculation. 500 divided by 204.8 equals to 2.44. So let's do 2.3, sell by market, and we're in this trade already because that was just crazy just now. I need to set my stop loss real quick and set up my 2-for-1. So let's do that. Modify. I think this would have been about 250 points. So let's see where that is and how that looks. 250 points is 575. It's a little bit more than I was willing to risk because of where I got in, but that's fine. So now let's modify the trade again so we can get that exact 2-for-1. So we're going for 500 points. Cool beans. All right. So we're in this trade. we're up. I guess I can show you on this side that we're up for a little bit right now. I'll show you what the trade looks like from this side. Can I? No, I can't do that apparently. All right, so we're up in a trade. If I do that, it won't show, right? Let's see here. Yeah, it's not gonna show. All right, we'll just stay on this. Yeah, we'll just stay on this and watch the whole thing live. It's fine. So we got into a trade. I didn't get the best entry because I wasn't prepared with my my information. But the entry should have been somewhere off of this red candle right here, I think. Yeah. Now, is what I have enough? I don't know. But let's see. I'm just sticking with my principle, and whatever happens, happens. We either get a good trade out of it or we don't. I think it's a good trade. I think we have a decent stop size here. This should be 338.94 or so, 338.98. And my stop is 339.06. So it's a little bit close. I could probably so now the stops at 575, 556. Yeah, because I really don't want to risk more than 500, no matter where the trade is, really and truly. And now we have some movement, folks. Okay. So we're up about $200 and weighted. TP is way down here. TP is 1,150. TP should really be 1,100. So let's modify that. All right, there we go. Nice TP here. That's a good candle for us just now in that 1 minute. So love to see that candle. We're up 500. I think I'm going to push my stops to just above this last green candle here. Managing my trade. So now I can't lose more than, say, $150. Anytime this next 1 minute candle close, depending on where it closes, if it closes in another strong red candle push, oh, look at this shit. It's going to hit TP. It's looking like it's trying to push the TP. That'd be nice. Now, I'd want to lock in at least $500 here. So let's see if I can do something. It's looking like it won't hit my TP though. So let's lock in some money. Let's lock at least $200 profit. And it's coming, it came so close to TP on both occasions. If I got a better entry, I think I would have hit TP. Because what I feel is going to happen now is trying to come back into this gap right here, this fair value gap. And it's probably going to stop me out, to be honest. Okay, stop me out. Yeah, so I made $188. Would I enter another trade off of this? I can't say. By right, I'm not supposed to. Over here, it said I hit TP. It's because I knew that if I got my entry perfect and I hit TP, I knew it. I knew that we could have. The fact that it came so close, I met a trader. Yeah, yeah. Um, I guess I could do like a 1.5 here and try see if I can catch back piece of this. I'd set my stops above this modify. My stops would be about 200 points, I think. And then we can go for 300 points on this modify. So I just use a smaller lot size because I didn't want to risk too much on this. At best, I just lose back a little bit of my profit, I think. By the way, I shouldn't have taken the second trade, so that was very indisciplined of me, by the way. But yeah. It's probably going to stop me out. The stop out is so easy on these things, though. Jeez, it's a massive week. All right, I'm off this. So that should have been a really winning trade, to be honest with you. I just missed my entry, but that's fine. The positive is that the discipline should be there for a trade like that. I would have come out on top with my. I didn't lose $500. I lost $122 overall history. Yeah, the difference is like chalk the cheese. But this is such a crazy candle to look at. So no say, but I knew that was a possibility. So remember, let me say this real quick before I log off. So remember when I went to the 4 hour time frame, I was looking at this and I was saying, all right, cool. We'll have this big fair value gap over here, right? And where the market went, so I would have been aiming for a 0.5 entry if I was supposed to follow this after 4 hour to go back up. So I already knew that from that perspective, it was going to be a decent quick trade to then continue making a move, right? So if you notice on the 1 minute, let's just do this right here real quick. Yeah. And I would gather that the market probably continues going back up, to be honest with you, because that's such a strong supply area for the 4 hour chart that this move was just the market moving down to that area to pick up some orders to go back up. Now, can it come back down here again before it goes? Possibly. It's not likely, but might get some pullback off of like these smaller gaps, but these are 1 minute gaps, so they're not very powerful, so you don't really pay much attention to that. But as you can see, if I got my entry exactly where I wanted my entry, that trade would have been a perfect winning trade. So really, really happy with that. I just mistimed my entry because this candle was very, very quick, and I forgot that I'm on the 1 minute time frame as well. So you don't have a lot of time to really be looking all over the place. You have to stay locked in. So once you mark out your 15 and you get your 5 minute break on close, as soon as that green candle is done, you probably have a very, very limited time to map out your thing. So you click here, you know where your stops is, right? Immediately you know that you're trying to enter at if I click on this, what is it? 3336.93. So I should have had my 336.93 as a as an entry point already, immediately. Immediately. And I probably would have done a little bit higher, like point, because I don't know what the spread is. And spreads are anyway, but that was a good session. Love the session. Not mad at it. And yeah, catch you out tomorrow. Quick thing, no long thing. 25 minutes was this call. Easy 1-3, guys. Easy 1-3. And I mean, if the trade never make itself, we just move on. So like, if we didn't get this break and then the pullback, Calico, the green candle pullback, yeah, it would have just been fine because it's either we get the trade or we don't get the trade. Simple as that. All right, cool. That's me. I'm out.